Hello, you guys. I haven't been on in a while because my little guy has been sick. It's just been a really bad season of everyone getting sick, but we are all finally better. We had an amazing Christmas Eve with family, and then we spent time Christmas Day with family as well. So it's just been a really nice couple of days. My husband is off work, so I'm going to take advantage of that and have some girly time because he's got the kiddos. So right now we're going to do a metallic Farmasi nail because I haven't done my nails at all. I was trying to do my nails before our Christmas gatherings, but that did not work out. And I got busy making tamales instead, which was just insane that I did all those tamales by myself. But I'm pretty dang proud because they actually did taste pretty good. They reminded me of my grandma's tamales, so that was I don't know, that was really special to be able to gift that to my whole family. So right now, I'm just going to prep my Farmasi nail polish. I'm going to play with metallic. I'm going to play with a nude color as well, and then also the unicorn one because that one's very popular. So those are the three colors that I'm going to do on my nails today. So for those of you who are brand new watching me, my name is VNA. Feel free to call me V. I'm hashtag the beauty and the boys, and I'm also Farmasi beauty influencer. I just haven't been working live. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but I haven't been live because, like I said, my kiddos were just all taking turns being sick. I ended up getting sick. It was just bad. Hey Jill, welcome. I hope you're having an amazing evening, and I hope you guys had a fun and safe Christmas. So the metallic one, I am really bad with nail polish. That's probably why God was like, you cannot have girls because I'm not the best at hair and I'm not the best at nails. But nail polish really freaks a lot of people out, and I think it has a lot to do with the brushes. But if you look at these brushes from Farmasi, they have like this like flat brush, which is a little bit wider. So it makes it a lot easier to apply to your nail, and it's not as messy and it's not as scary to use this nail polish. So I've actually gotten a lot better with nail polish because of the brushes that Farmasi have on their nail polish products. So I typically like to just start with one light coat on my nail, and then I let that one dry and move on to the next nail. So do one light coat of the metallic, and then because I want to have like a fun different variety of colors, I will go back and apply the nude nail on top of the metallic. But some of these I'll leave just metallic and kind of rotate my fingers with different colors and just have fun with it. So while that one is drying, we're going to go ahead and move on to the other fingers, and we're just going to chat and just catch up because can you guys believe that 2019 is almost over? I feel like we just blinked and it was gone. Just a few days left of 2019, but look how easy and pretty your nails can get done at home, which saves you a lot more money versus having to go get a manicure constantly. This is a great in-between. I don't say don't stop going to the salon and getting your nails done because it is a great thing to get out of the house, treat yourself to something like that. It's just nice to get a little pedicure, manicure, and a massage, right? So I'm not saying don't do that, but this is a great in-between when you're trying to have your manicure last a lot longer and you don't have to spend as much money like you would if you went to the nail salon. But look at how pretty to do from home. It's actually a really great thing. But like I said, this brush from these Farmasi nail polish, it really has allowed me to not be scared of nail polish anymore because I seriously am terrified of nail polish, but these make it so easy. Hey Kel, I haven't seen you in forever. How are you? Merry Christmas. I know you guys, it's been too long. I'm very sorry, but I cannot believe how hard the season of the yucky germs and viruses hit our house. Like last year we got sick, but not like we did this year. This year was super bad. Like everybody got sick. including my husband, who has a very strong immune system. So it was just bad. Okay, so this is the metallic color so far. Super gorgeous. Again, this is one single coat of metallic because I want to let that dry before I add on another layer, because you don't want it to get messy or bulky or look caked on. So you just want to do a light layer of the nail polish. Now I'm going to move on to my thumb. So yesterday was my son's 11th birthday. I know, I had a Christmas baby. Let me tell you a little story about that too. So the morning of that Christmas, I started having cramps and I was like, oh, I just don't feel good. I ended up getting into the bathtub and I did not want to get out of the bathtub. And my husband, he was like, I think we need to take you to the hospital. And I was like, no, we need to open presents. And so we opened some presents with my oldest son at our little house that we had, our very first house. And even while I was opening gifts, I still was cramping a lot. I wasn't feeling good. And so then we were like trying to get ready because we were going to go to his parents' house. And then that's when we got to his parents' house. We pulled into the garage and he's like, I need to take her to the hospital. Here's Sean. Here's all his stuff. I don't know if we'll be back because I think we're going to have a baby. So we ended up going to the hospital, and sure enough, I ended up having a Christmas baby 11 years ago. So he is now 11. He is my forever Christmas present because him coming on Christmas Day was not expected, but it was sure a fun thing to experience, because when you have a Christmas baby or any kind of holiday baby at the hospital, they give you a lot of different fun goodies. We ended up going home with like this big basket, and they had like a cute little newborn knitted Santa hat, and they had like this big stocking that you can put the baby in and take pictures of them. So those are always fun memories. I kept those too, just so he can have when he's older and show his kiddos. But he actually does not mind his birthday being on Christmas Day. He kind of reminds me of Buddy the Elf. You know that scene in the movie where they get all excited and he like starts pushing all the buttons in the elevator and it ends up looking like a Christmas tree. Like he gets all excited about that. Micah's the same way when it comes to Christmas and his birthday. He loves it. He gets excited. So it is definitely a very fitting birthday for him to have. Because it's just a really fun, special day. So he likes it. And I always make sure that every year I always decorate half of our house birthday and half of the house Christmas, so that he always gets his special day and he still gets Christmas as well. So we never want him to feel like he's getting left out from having a birthday. But this year we didn't get to do a birthday party with all his friends because with us all getting sick and just stuff, it just did not work out on schedule. So I do plan on having his birthday party with just his friends, probably early January, just so that he can still have that birthday party that he totally deserves, because every kiddo should have a birthday party. So I'm still going to work that out for him. It's just sad because I was trying to do it in December, because I always make sure that he still gets a birthday in December, like a birthday party with his friends, but it just was not working out for us this year with my little one getting sick really bad. He had the croup and it was just really bad. So thankfully they're all better now. Today we went to the doctor for Casper because he had his well child checkup. He is a big boy and he's like on the growth chart to being over 6 foot. So it's going to be insane to see how much this kiddo will end up eating as he keeps growing, because he already eats a lot like his teenage brother. So, and he's not even 2. It's been pretty crazy. Okay, so that's the metallic color from Farmasi, which was this one. Okay, now the left hand is dry. They dry pretty quick, okay? But I always do a thin layer. And now, because this one's dry, I'm going to go over with a few of my nails with the nude color, because the nude color is a really pretty one. So I'm going to go over a few of these with the nude color. And then I'm going to add unicorn over that, because I really like how this makes my nails pop. It's just a really, really pretty way to get your manicure done from home. And again, I'm going to show you the brushes. So no matter what color of nail polish, you're going to get this style of a brush. So it makes it really easy for you to apply your nail polish on your fingernails because of how skinny and wide that brush is. So it's really nice. So this is a nude color. I don't know what number it is, but it's a really pretty nude color. Anyways, how was your guys' Christmas? Did you guys have any fun plans with family? Any memories? We ended up playing games at my brother's house. So that was always a good thing. So with the nude nail polish, I'm actually just going to go over a few of my nails with it. I don't think I'll do every single nail, but this is what that color looks over the metallic. Hey Julie, how are you? Hope you had a great Christmas. I was just telling everybody how our whole family was sick, but thank goodness for Christmas Eve we were better. I know, and because they were so sick, you guys, I didn't get to wrap Christmas presents until like the night before. So like the 23rd, I had to finish wrapping up all the presents because the 24th, we were going to my brother's for Christmas. And then the 25th, we were going to be in my in-laws for Christmas. So the only day that I really had to wrap presents was on the 23rd. And that was a lot of gifts. It was very stressful and very exhausting because at one point I had Casper in my arm because he was like so fussy because he was not feeling well. So I had him in my arm and I had one arm like this and I had the other arm free. So I was wrapping presents with this arm as I'm holding him here. And then at one point I even had to nurse him. So I'm nursing him and I'm wrapping with one arm. It was nuts. And then on top of that, I was brave and I made tamales with a sick kid. So don't tell me you guys can't do stuff because you totally can. It was just craziness. It was insane. It was a lot of fun though. That was my first time ever making tamales all by myself. I've never made tamales by myself. Usually I get help from my husband or my family. And I haven't done tamales in years because ever since my grandma passed away, we just haven't really been in that holiday traditional kind of a spirit. It's just been really different without my grandparents here. Now that they've passed, Christmas isn't the same. And so we haven't really done tamales and stuff like that. But this year was really nice because our whole family decided to stick to traditional Christmas Eve dinner food. So that was nice. Okay, so that's the metallic and the nude combination together from Farmasi. That's what these nail polishes are. And these are like under $5. So it's a great inexpensive way to do your nails at home using the Farmasi nail polish, you guys. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to go and use the nude on this hand now, on my right hand. And while I'm doing my right hand, I'm going to allow my left hand to dry, because then I'm going to go over with the unicorn sparkles and then I'll show you the end result of my nails, which is really nice. Anyway, so yeah, so we did tamales and then I ended up making horchata, which is a Mexican drink as well, for my in-laws' house because they've never had it before and I wanted them to try it out. So I made that for them. They all loved it, and that was a lot of fun to allow them to have that kind of experience of some traditional food and drinks that we do as my family. So that was fun to share with them. Yeah, and then we surprised my son, my 11-year-old, for his birthday. We surprised him by getting him enrolled in ATA leadership. So that's going to allow him to work towards his goal of becoming an ATA instructor. So he is currently a black belt in ATA, and he is a few midterms and a testing away from becoming a second degree black belt. So pretty soon, probably early 2020, he will be a second degree black belt as long as he passes test. So he's working towards that. And his ultimate goal in ATA has always been to become a instructor And one of the first steps to getting that accomplished is getting enrolled in leadership program. And so we decided to go ahead and do that for his birthday gift. So he was super excited about that. It was really cute the way we got to surprise him. I got a big bunny, like a karate bunny, and we put the uniform, the leadership uniform on that bunny. So when he opened the box, he got the bunny and he saw the uniform and he immediately knew. But then there was underneath the bunny, there was the leadership ATA book that he has to read and fill out and do all the stuff that you need to get done with that book. And so he was so excited about that. Okay, so this one's pretty much dried out. Now I'm going to go in with the unicorn one. This one is my favorite. I think this is one of the top sellers, probably with nude. And also this one, Flint, is a pretty top seller too. This is actually a really good top seller because this color and our Brave liquid lipstick, which I'll show you in just a second. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yes, this one. Our Brave liquid lipstick is a very popular shade because it's actually one that's kind of like our previous company that I was with. It reminds people of that shade, and so it's a very pretty color, very popular color. I like it. I like it a lot. So that's Brave. So those two tend to be a pretty popular top seller, Brave and Flint for the nails. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with Unicorn. And I'm not doing makeup tonight. I'm just doing my nails so you guys can see all the fun nail products that we have. So Unicorn is clear, but it has those sparkles on there, so it just makes it fun to add on to your nail. Just some fun colors like that. Look how pretty that is. So that is with Unicorn on top. I love Unicorn. I use Unicorn for a lot of my manicures because it really does just add that fun little sparkle, which is actually perfect for that new year that's coming right around the corner. So that is a really fun combination on my nails. I've mixed and matched different combinations when it comes to my nail polish, just so that I'm never getting bored of the same kind of manicure. But there's just something about sparkles and bling that I just can't let go of no matter how old I am. I am like, I still have to have my sparkles and I still have to have my bling. I don't care. I'm going to probably be 50 and still be doing sparkles and bling because it's just who I am. I just love the sparkles and bling. So sorry if you guys think it's not age appropriate, but I'm all about the sparkles and the bling. So see, just makes it really fun, girly color. I love your eyeshadow. Oh, my eyeshadow that I'm wearing is actually our trio palette, which these are the trio palettes. And the one that I have on is, I think it was Vintage Season, which is this one right here. So I use these three colors today. But before I applied this trio palette, I always like to use a blush, which is blush number 3, as a transition color. So before I apply any of my eyeshadow palettes, I always start with blush number 3. And I use that as all over color, so like my base color. Hold on, I'll find it so you guys can see. This is blush number 3. So I always start with blush number 3. So I go all over my eyelid, kind of underneath my eyebrow. So this is my transition color. So I start with this color, blush number 3. And then I'll go in with the trio, which is Vintage number 5. And I used all 3 colors from this palette tonight to create that look. So this is a really fun color. I like playing with vintage color. But yeah, that's what I used on my eyes today. And then to top it off, I like to call the cherry on top. I did our liquid liner, the gold one. So that's all I have was just the gold liner. on my lid. And then that was it. So this just makes it so it can add a fun pop of color on my eyes, because it really does make that. And we have a variety of colors of these. Don't let these scare you. Some people are scared to use a dip and, like I call it, dip and draw liner because of, you know, the liner style. If you're scared to use a brush like this, you can always just take some of the product out with a brush. Take some of the product out on the back of your hand like this, and then you can always grab a smaller brush, like a smaller liner brush, and then you can apply it on your eyes. So you can always just take one of these like two-sided brushes, dip it into there, and then apply it directly to your lid like this. So you don't have to be scared about using a really fine, thin liner, or even something smaller, like, you know, just a tiny pointy brush like that works as well. So there's multiple ways that you can play with that. Very pretty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love playing with those. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I never would have used something like this before, but once I started getting the hang of it, it got easier. It's just practicing with all sorts of different colors and combinations and seeing what makes you happy and going with that. And like I always tell people, age is just a number. So if you like shimmer, if you like metallic, use it. Don't think that you cannot use it. I always tell people, use what makes you happy. Doesn't matter. But look how pretty this is coming out. And then I'll go in and just clean up my little nail areas with like a little, you know, Q-tip. I'll just dip it into the nail polish remover and clean little areas that need to be cleaned. Because I'm not the daintiest lady when it comes to doing my nails. I did not go to school for this. But it's just a fun way to save some money and do my own nails at home. And it's just a great way to have some girl time and chat with you guys while I do my nails. So this is a fun thing for you guys to add to your little collection and just have fun doing your own nails at home. So this one's good. This one is good to just dry, and then my nails will be done on that side. Now I'm going to finish my right hand. So again, just to recap, I used the metallic one from Farmasi, and then I used nude color from Farmasi, and then the last one I did was unicorn on top of that to create this color combination. So those are the colors that we did. Oh no, my little guy's not happy. Do you guys have like any traditions that you do for Christmas or Christmas Eve? Well, actually, the question I should ask, do you guys do what we do, where you have to celebrate different days because of family? We do Christmas Eve with my side of the family, and then we do Christmas morning with just our little family. And then after we're done with our little family, we go to my in-laws' house for Christmas afternoon. Do you guys have something like that you guys do? I always think it's fun to have all these different gatherings with families. And we just play games like Mexican bingo, or I don't know, we just do quick gift openings and then lunch at my in-laws. It just makes it fun. And we always do cake too, birthday cake for Micah at my in-laws' house to celebrate both. Sorry, I'm concentrating on this unicorn color because that's the last one. Okay, so that one is good. So unicorn's done. Unicorn's my favorite. Okay, so this one is dry. So I always finish it up with a top coat. Now we have a glossy top coat or we have a matte top coat, because some people don't like glossy, which is totally fine. So you do have options. So you have a matte finish or a glossy finish. I don't mind the glossy, so I'm going to do glossy tonight. But again, it's all, or let's do, let's do matte. I haven't done matte in a while, so I could probably do matte. I should have opened this because my nails are wet. Actually, I can't open the matte one because my nails are still wet. Oh, I don't want to ruin it. So I'm going to do glossy instead because this one I could open. So now I'm just doing the top coat and then my nails are completely done. Oh, and then we also went and saw the Nutcracker. It's like a ballet, which my son was like, he was kind enough to go with me. Because I have all boys. So ballet is just not something that boys would really get into. But my 11-year-old, he was kind enough to go with me because I wanted to go see it because they apparently changed it in Idaho. They like to do the Nutcracker frequently, but this year they created a new ballet one for it. So I was wanting to go see it, and my sister-in-law got the tickets for us to go, and my mother-in-law tagged along. We went and saw the Nutcracker, which I felt kind of guilty for going because my little guy, that was the evening that he was still really sick, and he's very needy. Like, he only wants me when he's super sick. But I felt bad leaving him with my husband, but we had already bought the tickets ahead of time. So we had planned this out like way in advance. So I was already scheduled to go because I already had the tickets with my sister-in-law. And so Micah and I went, and it was a really fun little ballet play to see. But my son was like, the only thing I didn't like was that they don't do any like acting. It's just dancing and it's songs. He's like, I would like it if they did like some kind of like talking and acting out. So, I mean, at least he was a good sport to go with me one time, but I don't think he'll go with me again. But it was nice to go and just hang out with him because I haven't done that in years. There's just him and I. Okay, so my nails are done. So once they're completely dry, I'll go in and I'll just get like a Q-tip and I'll clean out little areas that need to be clean because I'm not really great at doing my nails, but I try. But this is a great way to get my nails done at home. So once they're cleaned up, they'll look really good. Like, they don't look super bad right now. I mean, that's a really pretty color. But anyways, those are fun. What foundation? Oh, so today I'm using the VFX Pro Foundation number 3. That's my shade, is number 3. And then on top of that, I just did the powder foundation, the pressed powder foundation, and the shade that I use is number 5, which is Cool Dark, because I typically keep my tan on all year long. Like, I don't go tanning, I don't do any of that. I tan naturally in the sun, but this is my pressed powder foundation. I know it looks a little dark in the pan, but it's really not that bad. So this just kind of shows you it's pretty much my color. If you match it on the neck, it really is the perfect color. So this is the pressed powder foundation, just to set my liquid foundation. Now, with these two combinations, I promise it does not feel heavy or caked on. It just allows my liquid foundation to set and stay put all day long. And then once I'm done with that, I set it with my setting spray, which is the Time Locker setting spray, and then I'm done. So that's all I'm wearing on foundation. And then to get that glow, that really pretty shimmer glow, I'm actually using our terracotta blush. And the color that I used for the blush was number 5, which is this one right here. I'll show you guys. So terracotta blush number 5. So fun fact about these blushes is they're hand pressed into the pan. And so they mold them and then they hand press them into the pan. And we have a variety of shades when it comes to the terracotta blush. So the terracotta blush has more of like a shimmer to it, more of like a almost like a highlight kind of a style of a blush. And so that's the terracotta blush. If you don't like a blush that has like a highlight style to it, we do have blushes that have more of a matte finish. So you don't have to have all that highlight and stuff like that. I like the highlight because I like the glow. Kind of makes me feel like JLo when I have that extra glow. Yes, the CC cream is amazing. I love our CC cream. I do use the CC cream. I used the CC cream yesterday, and that was the only thing I had on my face was the CC cream, and I used our 3D mascara, and then I used our peach gloss. So that's all I had yesterday. Oh, and then my brows, because I wanted to not have my brows look scary. I used our brow liner yesterday. So these were the 4 products. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on very little sleep. I'm like very tired. So the brow I use is number 3. It's the darkest color. But that's what I did to have a quick fill for my brows, which is actually the same product I use for my brows today because I didn't want to take too much time on my brows. So I just did a very, very quick filling in of my brows. It wasn't even something that I took a lot of time on. But those were the products I used yesterday. And everybody always compliments my skin when I wear the CC cream or when I wear the VFX Pro foundation. It never fails. Those 2 foundations are very, very popular. Our BB cream foundation is also popular, but this one's more of like a tinted moisturizer. So this one's a lighter finish. I do like it though because it still has SPF 15 in it. The CC cream has SPF 25 in it. But the BB cream, it's a tinted moisturizer. So on those days that I want something, but I don't want something that's too heavy or too anything, like I just want something to make me put together, I just use this as a moisturizer. It's just a tinted moisturizer. Now, if my skin ever feels super dry, because there are moments when it gets super cold outside and my skin is extra dry, then I rotate my skincare and I rotate my foundation stuff. I would go with the Illuminator primer because this is more of like a cream-based primer, which I can show you guys that. So this is more of like a cream-based primer. This is what that primer looks like. So you can see that cream, but it has like the Illuminator. That's why it's called strobe primer, because it gives you that glow, like that JLo glow. On regular days, I typically stick with our regular primer, which looks like this. I'll squeeze some out so you guys can see it. So this is the 2 primers that we have at Farmasi. And I do love them both. This is my brand new bottle. I had just ran out of my other one, and I had the other one since June. So they do last quite some time. But this is the regular primer, and that's the cream primer. So that just gives you an idea of what those primers look like. They feel great. I don't know. They just, see, do you see the difference on that primer? One's more of like a glow, and the other one's more of a regular. But they both work amazing. So yeah, there's that. And then of course, so on those days that my skin is extra dry, I'll use the strobe primer and I'll use the liquid foundation that is more like of a moisturizing foundation. And I actually found out that this foundation also has SPF 15 in it. So with this one, you just want to give it a good shake, and it's more of like a serum. So this one has a dropper. So this is more of like a serum primer, or foundation. So it's great to give you that extra moisturizing. Versus the VFX Pro, it's perfect for everyday, all skin types. This is like a filter in a bottle is what I call it, because it really gives you that filter finish. And this one's more of like a pump style of a foundation. So this one's of a pump. So that's the difference on some of these foundations that we have. There's just a variety of foundations. And we also have a Cream de Pada foundation, which I have used. And I actually do like it a lot when I use it. It reminds me a lot of a foundation that I used all the time for my previous company. So it's a wax-based foundation. So this one does not sink into your pores. It does have a really great finish to it. It does not feel heavy or caked on. So this is our Cream de Pada foundation. So I do use that as well. So the only foundation that I don't personally use, but I have it because if anybody ever needs to have a sample of it, I like to have it on hand, is the Stay Matte foundation. And the only reason why I don't personally use this one is because this is for oily skin. And I don't have oily skin. But we do have a Stay Matte foundation that is perfect for oily skin type. But that one is also a pore minimizer foundation, and it's oil free. It's shine free. It's just great for anybody who has that oily skin type. So that's a great foundation for them. So hopefully that answers some questions on some of the foundations that Farmasi has. But yeah, I'm going to go back and hang out with my family. I just wanted to say a quick hello, get my nails done with you guys because it's been a long time. And if you guys have any questions about any of these products, or if you guys want to try any of these products, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to answer your questions. If I don't get to my messages right away, it's don't take it personally. I'm just seriously, like, I've been on probably 2 to 3 hours of sleep every night because my little guy was so sick, and so I'm just super tired. And then the whole Christmas wrapping presents all in one day and just getting all that stuff done. It was a lot, you guys. Like, and making tamales, like, that's a lot of work for only one person. So I'm just exhausted. And so I just took the last few days of December to just relax. And now that the Christmas stuff is done and over with, my son's birthday stuff is done and over with, I'm just trying to enjoy the last few days of December and just enjoy that my husband is off work because he works a lot. And so when he's home, I like to focus on him and my kids. And then when he's at work, that's usually when I like to do my business hours as well and work on Farmasi stuff. But I am still around. I know some people were like, where are you? What's going on? I promise you, I'm still at Farmasi, still working. I just taken some time off for the holidays. So, all right, have an amazing rest of your night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, you guys.